Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance added even more confusing story points onto the already ongoing confusing story of Kingdom Hearts. The game itself added one of the most confusing directions you could add to any narrative, whether it be a game, film, or novel story. This was, of course, time travel. Time travel is a confusing aspect and for the most part quite hard to understand, as there are different rules and laws when going about time travel in Kingdom Hearts. I've been covering Kingdom Hearts for a long time now here on YouTube, and one of the most common video requests is to explain how time travel works in the universe of Kingdom Hearts. So today, for the first entry into my Kingdom Hearts lore segments, I'll be going over time travel and explaining how it works. To start off with, there are rules you must abide by to make time travel possible. First, one must become a heart and nothing else, meaning the person must abandon their physical form. There are a few ways to become a heart, however a method that Xehanort uses is his Keyblade. Xehanort's Keyblade is special, as one of its abilities grants him the power to extract his own heart from his body, like we see in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep when he possesses the body of Terra. The heart itself, once released from the physical form, has the power to travel through time, but only backwards. One of the laws is that the person is not able to travel forward in time, only backwards, granted they have a previous version of their self at the exact point in time, meaning that if they were not present in a certain time period, they will not be able to travel to that point in time. It's confusing, I know. To make it a bit easier to understand, I was born in 1997. If time travel was something possible in real life and went under the laws that Kingdom Hearts has, then I would be able to travel back in time, but only up to 1997 and nothing below that. Another important law to keep in mind is that you are not allowed to change anything that is destined to happen, whether it be in the past, present, or future. For example, Xehanort can't go back in time to before Sora was born and murder his parents, ultimately stopping the birth of Sora. Yep, that's pretty dark, but it's something that isn't possible to happen. Otherwise, I'd imagine Xehanort would have already thought about that. You evil old man. When the person returns to their current position in time and stops time traveling, they will forget all their memories they gathered while traveling through time. However, this is where young Master Xehanort comes in, the one who we encounter in Dream Drop Distance. When Xehanort discarded his body to become nothing but a heart so that he could travel through time, this created the start of Ansem the Seeker of Darkness. The first form of Ansem is the brown-robed figure, who we first encounter in Kingdom Hearts 1. The reason behind the brown robe is because at the time, Xehanort, or Ansem, in perspective, didn't have a physical form. So think of the brown robe as a sort of ghost, as there is no physical form under the robe itself. In Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, we learn that Ansem the Seeker of Darkness, Xehanort's discarded heart, went back in time during the time period of Xehanort in his teenage years, who is found on Destiny Islands. Ansem tells this teenage version of Xehanort everything that has transpired so far, to do with Sora, Riku, Birth by Sleep, the organization, and so on and so forth. Once the heart of that person has traveled through time, this allows any other versions of that person to also travel through time, and because Xehanort has so many forms, this means that teenage Xehanort can travel through time as well as the other counterparts of Xehanort. This is why we encounter teenage Xehanort so much in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and in Birth by Sleep as a secret boss fight. The brown-robed figure, or Ansem, travelled back in time to explain the events that had transpired to teenage Xehanort, and to tell him to gather followers for Xehanort and those who are loyal to his side. So this is where teenage Xehanort sets off through time to recruit the Darknesses for the older version of Xehanort. This is why Ansem the Seeker of Darkness is now alive in Dream Drop Distance, as well as Xemnas. Of course, as you guys know, we defeated both Xemnas and Ansem throughout our adventure, and many people end up scratching their heads wondering why these two are now alive. Teenage Xehanort went through time to bring both Xemnas and Ansem into the present. However, you might be wondering about one of the laws of time travel, and that is how you can't change the events that are destined to happen. Xemnas and Ansem were destined to be defeated by Sora, right?
This has to be a loophole. Kingdom Hearts is nothing but a fat loophole.
Okay, look at it like this. It was destined that Xemnas and Ansem were to be defeated by Sora, to then revive the older Xehanort, and then for teenage Xehanort to go through time to drag them into the present. All of those events were already etched into history, and were destined to happen. As you should probably know by now, when the nobody and heartless of that person is defeated, the original self then gets revived. That's why old Xehanort is alive now, because his nobody Xemnas was defeated, as well as his heartless Ansem. So how exactly could Xehanort know this was destined to happen without putting his plan at risk? We see in the E3 2015 Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that Xehanort explains the future is already written.
On that land shall darkness prevail and light expire. The future, it's already been written.
This gives us insight towards Xehanort actually knowing about future events that are destined to happen, and one can only know this knowledge if they have read a tome of prophecy, which explains the future. Currently it's speculation that Xehanort might have read one of the tomes, or currently has possession over one. As of right now though, that's an unanswered question. However though, in conclusion, I believe there is more to be told about the lore of time travel in Kingdom Hearts, specifically leaning towards Xehanort's grand plan, and how time travel revolves around it. I believe that both Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts Key will provide us with more answers towards exactly this. Also, a common misconception about time travel in Kingdom Hearts is that only Xehanort can use it. Of course, this is not true. Anyone who is able to release their own heart from their body is able to travel through time. The tricky part, however, is of course releasing one's heart. For Xehanort, it's a simple task, as his Keyblade allows him to do exactly that. So, say if Sora managed to release his heart, similar to what he did in Kingdom Hearts 1, if he wanted to, then he'd be able to travel through time. However though guys, that is the full explanation towards time travel in Kingdom Hearts. Like I mentioned, I still feel as if there's a little bit more explaining to do with time travel in Kingdom Hearts, but I feel as if the future titles will of course provide us with the information that we do need, and I'll be sure to update you guys with more kind of aspects towards this subject in due time when we of course get the answers. However though, I know you guys have been wanting this video for a long time now, so I'm so proud to present it to you. And also this starts the brand new series, which is just simply known as Kingdom Hearts Lore. This is kind of an evolved version of my Kingdom Hearts Quick Lore series that I've been running on my channel for quite some time now. It's really the same sort of thing, but I feel as if just Kingdom Hearts Lore is sort of more generalized, and I can go in and talk about a lot more different aspects to do with the lore of Kingdom Hearts. So I've got tons and tons of plans ahead to do with this series in terms of talking about different characters, different aspects to do with the universe of Kingdom Hearts, different worlds, and all things kind of like that. So it'd be super cool if you guys could drop a like on this video, and until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.